We are here. Bam. Bill, Alex, Mike is the show. Vince is back, the Luther in your life.
Yes.
In the featured scene.
White Mocha.
Yes. White Mocha in the building.
The white delight.
You know what I mean?
In the building. So we had a little bit of a glitch, folks. So I'm not sure, is that going to be, like, people watching right now, did they see us go, welcome to the show, we'll be right back?
Yeah.
Like, that's what they saw.
So they saw that, right. So they saw, welcome to the show. They probably saw, Vince introduce himself as White Mocha, you know what I mean, to the Foxhole fans, because we know how much they appreciate that.
And then right to break.
And then we went to break. So I got to figure out a way to make up the
there's
lost
people
time.
out in the
What's going on out there?
going,
This is
what
what
is
happens.
going on?
We need more people. We don't believe you.
No, here we go.
We need more people, man.
Listen, I'm in the only seat. I'm in the seat that can see the manager's offices. So you look over and they're going, what's going on?
Dude, I'm going to shorten one of the breaks and try to make up for the time we lost. And then we'll figure out
that's math.
after that on the other
Yeah,
side.
I know.
I'm going to throw them
math
off.
Ain't mathing.
Like, Master Controller's going to be so upset with me today. But it's Friday.
All right, so we just putting it all out there so you see all of the things that go on as we get the show started. Appreciate you all spending some time with us here on BAM.
Don't touch the buttons, Mike.
Leave the things
Listen,
alone.
if there's nobody else to touch the buttons,
That's all right.
Just don't.
You know what I'm
touch
saying? So what
just-
y'all saying? Just don't take no more
just
breaks.
leave it alone.
Just go. We'll figure
We've
it out.
already
When we
got
want
it.
to take a break, we'll go, Mike, hit the button.
Right. No accident.
All right,
Like,
all right,
keep
all
your
right.
foot off the gas pedal. Like, no accidents can happen. All right, jumping into the discussions at hand, an interesting balancing act. So earlier we were talking about, and on a serious topic, the violence that was happening in Philadelphia and the balancing act of what are we as a society willing to do to make things safer? Like, what are you willing to give up? Mm-hmm. So they are trying things. Georgia has done it. Specific cities are doing it. With the drone technology that now exists, they are putting police drones to monitor crowds.
Right.
The drones are so significant and sophisticated, I should say now, that they have heat sensors. They can identify if somebody has a weapon potentially. The cameras can zoom in so far that you can see faces, read IDs, license plates, the whole nine. Like, they're using them also to catch people texting and driving because they can actually see the text.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's not.
I'm going on the record saying I don't like this idea.
No.
Okay, and that was the question. If you have a huge gathering, put the drones in the air over top, even if nothing has happened yet. Mm-hmm. Is that a bridge too far for you guys if it potentially leads to safety?
For me, I think, like, in situations where it's like an organized event and you want to throw up a drone as part of your security, detail, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Do I want just random drones flying over top of me, taking pictures of my license plate and, peeking into my car to see what I'm doing as I'm driving down the road? That I don't want.
But it wouldn't be random in this case. Like the shooting that happened at Lemon Hill here in Philadelphia. Right. There was a crowd there.
Right.
Yes.
Police were called in to disperse. You have a crowd that was not a cleared event to be there. In that circumstance, it's almost like drone stop and frisk, except you don't have to stop anybody.
Yeah, I think we're foolish to think that we're not on camera almost all the time in our lives anymore. You walk down the street, everyone's got a Ring doorbell camera. We're on camera everywhere. But, it does get tricky with, like, you're allowed to carry. If you're licensed to carry, you're allowed to carry.
Right.
So I don't exactly know what a drone would do to prevent someone who's licensed to carry from pulling that out and doing the worst.
Or what will it do for someone who's not licensed? How would a drone prevented what happened on Monday morning?
Prevent?
Who
knows? It may have identified the guns earlier.
So, yes, maybe it would have identified the guns. Maybe it would have even identified the gunmen. Mm-hmm. But like you just said, we've grown up, well, not us, but the generation behind us have grown up with their whole life on camera. We see people every single day go out here and commit these crimes on camera. How many police videos do we get on a daily basis of this is the suspect we're looking for? They don't care.
They don't care.
In a case like, again, the specific case that happened, a crowd comes together, they start shooting at some point. In a case like that, drone surveillance that was in place and could identify the guns from the air before somebody started shooting, and I'm painting the drone technology, ignoring costs and all that kind of stuff. That also could have been a situation where police were then in position, beforehand. Right. And these 10 people have guns. Disperse the police so they are there in those areas. But that is surveillance for somebody who hasn't done anything yet.
But we also know, so in that particular situation, when you have 1,000 people gathering in an unauthorized event and you just want to throw a drone up as just way you would send a police car out there to drive by, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm fine with that, right? But I think when you start, like you said, when you start identifying and saying, well, this person has a gun, this person has a gun, this person has a gun. I'm licensed to carry, so now you're harassing me?
Identifying you.
Yeah, but what difference does it make? What are you going to do with that at that point?
Okay.
Does that mean, so we know Mike has a gun on him right now.
Yes.
Do we leave him alone or do we wait till he does something with it?
I think it would depend. I think that the numbers of guns that are out there, the people who are carrying the guns could, in theory, make you a suspicious person before you've done anything.
If you're acting
right. So you're already being surveilled before you've done anything.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's where I have the problem, right? Because we are already being, surveilled anyway. But now you're targeting me, right? Because you're like, well, we've picked up that this person is armed.
Yes.
But did you pick up the fact that they're legally carrying?
But that that's why we're having the debate, right? Because I don't know the answer to this. But identifying that they're armed from the air is one step past stop and frisk that so many people are supportive of, because at least you've identified that they have a weapon. Stop and frisk is just stopping.
But you could, the flip side is you could just assume everyone does have a weapon.
But I was going to go there next. This is Philly. Yeah, there's a lot of guns in the street. I'm not saying it because it's Philly.
But it wouldn't change how you police that. If someone's acting odd or suspicious, whether they have a gun or not, you would be inclined to confront that.
It
or
would
check
in a
that
crowd.
Person.
In a crowd, if you can heat sense identify 5 guns just walked in with these 5 guys on the edge of the crowd, and there's a sensor there. Camden watches corners from a whole control center.
Philly does. They have the real-time crime cameras.
They got him up there at Temple.
Where, so you know what I mean? We did a whole story on
and shot spotters and all those things.
We had all that stuff going.
But you have been with this. You're targeted in advance, and you have a challenge with that.
Yeah, I just feel like it sets us up to put cops in a tough situation and put citizens in a tough situation. Because now that you know that I have a gun on me, as a police officer, what are you going to do with that information? Now, you know what I'm saying? And if I get to acting erratic, and that doesn't mean I'm going to pull out my gun and hurt anybody. I might just start screaming and hollering. You and I just got into an argument, but that doesn't mean I'm going to shoot you. But now the cops are going to react to me differently because they know I'm armed.
Yes.
And also, let's, all of this is helpful, but let's not normalize
that's the other side.
Like, this whole idea of like, well, did they have a permit? Did they not? It was a cookout on Memorial Day night in Philadelphia in a park. That's about as American as it gets.
Sure.
And let's not normalize bad behavior and illegal behavior because it just keeps happening. You know what I mean? Like, not us, but like in general as a society. Maybe if we stop accepting it or thinking that is the norm, like at some point we should be able to go to the park on July 4th and have a cookout and not worry about 3 or 5 idiots getting in an argument and just firing off.
That's a theory. That's not a solution. I think we all agree with that. We want to live in a safer, better place. We didn't normalize gun violence in Philly. It is normalized now.
Yeah.
So what do you do to stop it? Just something to think about. Hit us up on social media.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off
We are given the platform here with no fear.
always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love your mind.
Stay away from
that hand hovering there.
Moving into the next topic.
going.
We can't take the break. We took it really early. So now we got to get to.
Just listen, man.
All right.
We're gonna do one of those.
Sometimes you get to work and you're just like, I'm not ready to be here.
I understand. But it's Friday, you know, we gotta be ready. Look, it's like a rolling stop, you know what I mean? We see the stop sign, we're gonna go through it now.
Stop. Moving on to our next topic. See, that was the transition that we needed because we didn't take a break.
That's right.
Moving on to our next topic. An interesting video. So there was a video that has come out. So let's assume you work in a store, okay? You are being robbed in that store. You've worked there for 27 years. Your picture's on the wall. You're the employee of the month. You're the manager. You're a military veteran. Somebody's trying to steal something. Mm-hmm. You spring into action. You stop them. You can't steal that, and you get into a little bit of a tussle with them. Mm-hmm. Okay? It then comes out, the video comes out, and they fire you because you violated company policy of confronting people who are stealing.
Right.
So you're on board with this.
The discussion, you got
Guy lost his job for doing just that.
Well, I think it's more than that. I mean, if this person got killed, then that employer is going to have a lot of legal.
They didn't get killed. But they got stopped at the door.
That's not the point. If you, even if they didn't get killed, even if you hurt that person, they could turn around now and sue the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're liable now for what you did to this person. So it's not your job. Your job is to be the store clerk. Your job
check them out, not chase them out.
Right. Your job is not to jump over the counter, chase after them, and try to save the Doritos.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man.
It was auto parts.
Whatever.
This guy had worked there for years, 22 years at 9 different stores. He served his country for 24 years.
I get
Said
it.
all I know was to be loyal and have commitment.
I get it.
If I had the opportunity to do it again, I can't say that I wouldn't.
And God
What was
bless
the
him.
part? Did they say? Like
they
brake
didn't say what
shoes
the
or
person
something?
was
Pads, right.
Right, yeah.
Right. Windshield wiper fluid.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, listen.
Tried to stop him.
God
It was
bless
his
this dude.
instinct. He's like, hey, you can't steal from us.
And I love him for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you also got to understand that you represent an organization, and the organization is on the hook if you do something that violates company policy or you do something that hurts. You know what I mean? The brand that you represent, man.
Wow.
And it is what it is. I'm not saying it's fair.
You can't fire that guy.
I'm saying it is what it is. What are you going to do with him?
You can't fire that
I think
guy.
the bigger question is why would you want to? Like why would you, as the employee, want to risk your well-being?
Well, that's a different discussion.
That's a different discussion, right?
Because for,
Listen, I'm gonna be
$13
like this.
an hour, you
Yeah.
can take the brake parts.
Listen,
Like, it
I'm
is-
making $100 an hour. You can take the brake parts.
I know, right? That's
I'm not.
insured.
I do
That's
not
where
want
I'm
to
at
get
with it.
killed
I'm
at the
not-
place
look,
of work.
That stuff is insured.
I'm not jumping out in front of nothing to protect anything for my employer, dude. I'm just dead serious, man. Like,
we're out of luck. If somebody comes and confronts
it's
us,
different.
Mike's
Like for the people here, but like, yo, somebody like, yo, Mike, I'm about to snatch this computer from you, and I know it belongs to Fox. I'm like, yo, no, you can't do that.
Like, hold the elevator.
Hold
Mike's
the
like,
elevator. Nah, B.
I know if no one else got me, God's got me, because Mike doesn't.
Right, like, nah, man, go ahead, enjoy that computer, man. Do what you got to do. I'll go find Taj and get another one. I'm not
Poor
putting
Taj.
myself at risk.
While I share your sentiment, like I'm not fighting over a company's product.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not. You can't fire this dude.
Well,
You can because they did.
But you shouldn't. You shouldn't fire this dude.
So
like,
how old is he?
Is he like retiring age?
I don't know. Served his country for 24 years.
Right.
He's been
So
there for 22.
but
So he's
where's the
clearly
line
an
is what I'm
adult.
saying, you Bill. Like, where's the line? So what happens
Can't
when
fire him. You want to write him up? Fine.
So what
You
happens
wanna
when the
do
next employee who doesn't have his credentials decides, you know what? James did this, so I'm gonna do it.
So you reinforce
not
the
James.
policy. Why's he got to be
Oh,
James?
Jimmy.
I mean,
Jimmy did it.
He's like 80 years old. He's got 24 years in
Jimmy
the
did it.
service. He's got 20 years on the job. Like, he's got to be 60.
It could have been at the same time.
70 years old. His name was probably James.
So his name's got to be James.
yeah, his
'cause
name's
he's got-
probably James.
I'm trying
Old
to
Walter over there.
Walter, right?
His name is Greg.
Close.
Probably goes by Gregory.
Probably goes by Gregory.
Got a little toothpick in the corner of his mouth when he's sitting there working at the job. What can I help you with today?
Knows the part number by heart.
Y'all can't fire.
Like my cousin Vinny.
Shame on you, auto parts store. You cannot fire this
Was it
dude.
Pep Boys?
He didn't
There was
deserve to
not.
be
We're not
fired,
gonna talk
but
about
I
that.
understand why they fired him.
It's messed up.
I
Quick
think you
break.
have- yeah.
We're
How
gonna
quick-
take a
how quick
break.
you want this one?
We're gonna take a break now.
You want this
In
break?
That last one was quick.
2, 1.
Hey, besties.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
Like it's a spiritual moment.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love your mind.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
Bam! Bill, Alex, Mike, no Alex, Vince in the featured
We got
seat.
Vinny in the building, man.
We appreciate
the White
you.
Luther Vandross for the people if y'all didn't catch this previous.
All right. We as a society are failing. But Mike always respects the hustle.
Hit the brake, Mike.
So, Mike, do you know who Sydney Sweeney is?
Oh.
I love these questions.
They're normally no. So
No,
Hold on.
No.
You would know. Let me
Sydney
just help
Sweeney
you out.
I love these questions.
is an actress.
Okay.
She is the one of the hot young actresses of the day.
Yeah, nah.
So Sydney Sweeney said that she is.
I don't know though.
She
What's
has
she been in?
regularly had
HBO.
people saying to her that they would like some of her bath water. That's something that people have requested because people are pervs.
Why?
And
I see the picture of her in the bathtub. Like, is this
part of it
normal?
is she does ads for a soap, and she did them in the tub, so
Nice
people
little-
are.
Got a nice little something to look at.
What was the movie? What
So
was the
people said
HBO
her-
show that was about Euphoria?
Yes, she was
Yeah,
on
I watched
Euphoria. People have said, I'd buy that, her used bath water. People are continuing to say that to her. So she has now partnered with a company to sell soap made from her used bath water.
Good for her.
I figured that would be your response. Limited edition.
How can it be so dirty
5,000
and so
bars.
clean?
Right.
So y'all are on board with this ridiculous.
Not only am I on board with it, I will buy other used items from
What else
Sydney
you have?
Sweeney.
What else does she have?
Let's not just stop there.
The bath water.
If your toilet springs a leak, I don't care. I'll take whatever you got, Sid.
She said she noticed fans
Toothpaste
started
she spit
begging
out?
her for her bath
was that?
water.
No,
She
baby,
took
don't
the
flush it.
opportunity to cash in. So I am the only one who thinks this is pathetic.
No,
Yeah.
She's a multimillionaire. Like she's
Pathetic
doing
on whose part,
movies.
Bill?
Everybody.
That's where
it's
you're wrong.
pathetic for the 5,000 people buying her used
No,
bath
they're
water
the
soap.
pathetic people. But
It's so you're like if somebody
Let's
will buy
not
it, then
be so
sell
quick
it.
to cast
Listen.
aspersions. The nights are long and lonely.
you don't even know what she smells like. Well, you don't know what kind of
I bet
bath
you she
water
smells
like.
delicious.
What does that smell like? You might get it and be like, maybe I don't want this bath water.
Yeah, which part of her was bathing in this?
Right. She did a commercial.
I didn't mean the bath water
Hello,
after she just
you
ran a marathon.
dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body wash?
I love her. I love her right now.
Yeah, she's more.
Like, she's a genius.
She gets it.
She's a genius.
Yes, because
She
she's
gets
like,
it.
look, you little dirty little pervs. This is what y'all want. Let me supply y'all idiots with this bath water. Go ahead and just let that
Idiots.
paper roll in.
Well, I don't want to not to ruin it, but I actually
He actually drinks the.
Is that Sydney Sweeney? The bath water?
Feeling fresh already, don't you?
I think I got a little of the back in there.
So the interesting part about this show is we sit there and because
really
it's
licking your
generally
lips right
live, we're going and going and going and waiting to see. Do I stop this now?
Right.
Do I stop this now?
Right,
Do I
like,
stop
at
this
what
now?
point-
Stop this now.
At what point did it go too far?
So you're okay with this. Vince is on board. Mike's okay with the hustle.
We're too far into it to
5,000
stop
bars. 5,000 bars, limited edition. Cindy Sweeney.
Get yours before they go.
Bath water.
Listen, you should have hit me up at tax return season.
You bought all 5,000. You cleaned it out.
I'm cleaning it out.
Because you don't want to run out.
No.
What happens when you use up the last bar? There's only 5,000 of them.
I'm waiting for the day that one of y'all comes into the show with whatever your idea is for something that we're going to sell. And I'm just sitting here like, because it's going to happen. Like at some point, Mike's going to figure out a way that he's not going to disrespect his family by having an OnlyFans. You're going to do something.
Vinshins. Chub Hub.
I got
a lot of ideas.
You know what I mean? They're all good to go. Vince,
See?
I think you're missing an opportunity.
And
If
I'm
she
sitting
can
here
sell-
being all critical till I start seeing their checks.
Right.
And then I'll be like, oh.
She's selling bath water, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her
Chub
bath
Hub has
water.
got to have a place on this planet.
Please.
This is like a no-brainer.
This is so ridiculous.
Again,
if
for those
somebody
who are-
will buy it,
I don't know that
we're
we've-
willing to sell it.
I don't know that we've talked about it to all of our soulmates, so I will
Right,
just
it
remind
might
them
be
that
nudist.
Chub Hub is a site where I begin nude and then you pay me to put clothes back on.
There you go. So listen, if you're interested in Chub Hub, reach out. We'll get this thing up and running.
Reach out, but don't touch, okay?
You know what I mean? I think we should start like the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Get the Chub Hub up and running because we need somebody to build the website.
It must be jelly because jam don't shake like that.
That'll be our catch slogan.
Yeah.
I'm going to
And
need
we
a
in
job
business.
so soon.
If
anybody out there, they're trying to sell you stuff. I'm just going to send you my resume. So if any of your family members are hiring,
Bills,
I'm
just
gonna
so you
need
know,
a
I do
job
need someone
soon.
to roll the brakes on Chub Hub for my live stream when I'm in the bathtub because I can't get the computer near it.
Let's jump back into the discussion here on BAM. Thank you for watching. I feel like every time celebrities start getting into drama, this is my time to step out and say, I do not understand prenups and taking people for their money and all that kind of stuff. I said it with Ben and Jen. So now it's Cardi B and Offset. Apparently Offset is hitting her up for spousal support.
As he should.
Why?
Gotta get that paper,
He's worth 30+ million. She's worth 80 to 100.
Even that out.
Even that out. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
gotta
good
take
with
70
this.
of
What's
that
your
and
next
split it.
topic, Bill?
Right.
I feel like
$35 a piece off that other 70. What's the difference, man? Let's go.
Absolutely be. If you are rich getting married and we didn't make the money together,
don't matter.
They made other things together.
Right. We got made these babies together.
But you got to pay child
support.
support.
In this house.
Spousal support. I never understand I've gotten used to a certain lifestyle, so you should have to pay for it forever.
You know
it's called palimony, and men should go for it.
Right. And just like a scorned woman, why can't it be a scorned dude? And just be like, look, man, I know I don't need this money, but I don't like the way she left me. So I want half.
He's just like...
You know what I'm saying?
That point. It's pathetic.
This is not about what's pathetic and what's not pathetic.
Yes, it is. It's pathetic.
This is love. And
or
love is
woman
tough,
up.
Bill.
And this isn't just pathetic because it's a guy doing it. It's all the people who got all this money. Jennifer Lopez and
started
Ben Affleck. They're sitting there like, I'm gonna need a little bit of your money. I'm worth $100 million. I need to be worth 125.
All is fair in love and war.
This is
Offset
You
some of them
thought
losses.
about all that money you didn't want me to take before you married me.
There's some more in the house. There's some more in the house.
I like Mrs. G, so we're not gonna make this a personal kind of thing. I don't
have a wife, and I'm telling you right now, if I marry rich, I'm coming for half of it.
What if you were rich?
Then I wouldn't get married, and I'd make them sign a prenup.
So you're not okay with the concept. You're only okay with it if you're the one getting
If
the
they're
money.
using me strictly as a trophy husband,
As any woman would.
Look at me. I'm like the Stanley Cup of husbands.
He makes a
No one's really sure what I do, and they just kind of carry me around.
It makes sense.
It does, and I'm sterling.
So you're fine with taking the money, just not fine with giving it.
Isn't that usually how it works, Bill?
Yeah. Not if you got any more.
Like if I can get it for free, why
I'll
would I
also
pay
take
for it?
vacations.
Right. I'll take houses, cars, whatever you got.
Chub Hub, Mike's Bathwater. All of these things are coming to a website near you at some point. Thank you.
I'm making shower water. You know what I mean? Let it hit specific spots.
You just catch the runoff.
That's right. Get the wand out there. Just me with a wand, working it wherever you want.
I feel like it's time to go. Like we have gotten to that point. I know.
What a shame.
It's time to wrap. I think there are a bunch of people watching.
We don't have to go home, but we can't stay here.
They was like, it was time to go. You hit that first break.
Blink the lights.
Is that what you're doing, sir?
Like, they got to get out of here. If you're interested in hearing any more about the teams developing products, how do they find you on social?
Well, right now it's at Vince Defrusico, DEFRUSCIO. But maybe we'll make something a little bit more, like at
change his name.
Yeah, I know.
At Luther in your life.
Luther in your life.
Right, Mocha.
Right.
Or something like that. You should see if those are taken.
Right.
Open the
They
door,
might be
and
taken
there,
now.
to my surprise, you were standing on my love.
Give it to him, man.
Don't give them any more.
You know what I'm
How do
saying?
they find you on social media?
At Mike Greenidge.
You find me, and then I get you Mike.
Easy, Vince. Easy.
I'm good with it.
MikeGreenidge. Let me know what you need me to sell y'all, man.
M-I-K. You had to spell Mike?
Man.
You had to spell Mike for
Because
them.
it's all one word. Like, it might be like M-Y-K-E. You never know, man. Like, people are weird out here, man. So I got to
I'm
make
just
sure
at
they
Bill
know.
A. Fox 29.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy to find.
T-shirts, dirty, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got all that for y'all, man.
Thank y'all for watching. we
Obviously, the
appreciate
market
you.
for it.
We're accepting
might-
prayers.
All love. I know,
Obviously,
right?
a market for this
Paid
stuff.
prayer
man. We
circle,
good.
Yeah.
whatever. Thank
Let's
you.
get at it.
Have a good one.
Enable the phone tree. I think we're in trouble.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first round draft pick during the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
It's time for today's face-off on Fox Soul. Challengers Quan LX and Big Angry Adams, ready to go blow by blow on those hot topics. Face-off on Fox Soul starts right now.